Hello! Hello, are we live? Bam, I think we're live. Welcome back, ladies and gents. My name is Deep, your #1 failed paranormal detective, and today... today we're playing a little bit of Animal Crossings. Animal Crossing, there's no S at the end, but you know, yeah, whatever. But yeah, a little Animal Crossing today, a little evening YAPS session. I think we're only going to do like a few hours of this. Don't worry, I won't hold you on for too long. You know? 8:27. I'm a little early per scheduled, but you know. Ah, yes. Cafe. Right, they're closed. Okay. Tomorrow morning. Okay, that's great. Of course. Well, definitely will. Alright, thank you, Isabel. But yeah, today, I guess we're just gonna do like the basic chores and stuff. We're not gonna be able to sell anything because the store is closed. But we'll see what we can do. Come on. Oh, getting a call. Thank you, Timmy Tam Tom Tom. Time to change my outfit. Okay. Let's do the Sultan. If a scorpion just came out of nowhere, I would lose it. Okay, I guess we're going to Harv's Island in a bit. Oh yeah, we bought something from Red. Right. From our cousin. Allegedly. Self-proclaimed cousin. Red. Okay, what is this? Fitness thing. Okay, cool. And then... Okay, cool. Let me just drop off some of the stuff we don't need. And then we'll go settle our affairs in the museum. Because actually we need to donate a few things. Alright. Why do I have this picture of the guy again? Is this just... Oh, it is just a reggae version of the opening intro song. Hey, Fruit Salad, how you doing, friend? Alright. Let's do some chores, settle our affairs at the museum, and then I guess we'll just do like a little bit of catching and shit. Oh, yeah! I forgot. Shit! I forgot we had the, there's stars that we need to pick up too. How you doing, Cheerio? Alright. Ooh, I'm a little too close to the screen. Hold up. Am I supposed to be like digging this shit up now? Hold on. Oh shit. Babloid. What's this shit supposed to do? R4. The fuck? We'll figure that out later. First things first. We did the chores. Oh yeah, I just finished watching The Sinners today. It's pretty good. Like, 7.5 out of 10. Like, it's a pretty good, like, concise story. I really like the music a lot. They did a lot of blues music, and then yeah, it was pretty good, man. I will say there's three main characters. Smoke and Stack, which are like the twins that Michael B. Jordan plays as, and then Sammy, who's like the blues player. He plays like the guitar. He's kind of like, so this isn't a spoiler because they kind of like introduce the concept in a bit, but like Sammy's really good at playing the guitar and playing blues. And the whole theme is that, or the whole thing for Sammy is that they're saying that he's like a griot, which is like an African storyteller, and or like, you know, someone who communes with the spirits through like stories and music. And that's kind of like a big plot point. Now, that's not the problem that I have. It's more of like, since there's technically 3 main characters, again, the twins, both played by Michael B. Jordan, and then Sammy, who's like played by someone else, obviously. It kind of feels like the story didn't have enough time for like the development of 2 characters, or like rather 2 sets of characters. It didn't have enough time to develop, to like focus on Sammy's story and then the story of the twins. They did do a good job of like spreading time equally to like kind of show the history of like the twins, what they're about, what they've been through. But it didn't feel enough in that sense. And then for the story of Sammy, I kind of wanted to see more of what his daily life was, because he was a sharecropper, which is someone who works on the field and then has to make a quota, and then that's how they make money. But we saw that part, and then his family life and how his dad's a pastor, but it didn't feel like it was enough. Yeah, I might get into like spoilery territory later on to the streams, but it was a good movie. Like, it was a good, like, you know, sit down movie. Someone told me, one of my buddies, Gab, told me that he wished that they explored the vampire stuff more. I kinda wish they did too, because the vampires are like semi-traditional vampires in like modern fiction, which is like you have to invite them inside the house, and they're weak to garlic, to silver, but they're not weak to stereotypical Christian relics and like prayers and stuff like that. Because there's a scene where a prayer is being said, and then the vampire recites it word per word. So it's like it doesn't work for them. It doesn't work for the vampires, the like Christian stuff. The vampires, he's Irish, I think. I think that's what he is. Yeah, he's Irish. And yeah, I do wish they kind of explained, like, because the main vampire is like the Irish guy, right? And he infects everyone. I kind of wish they explained like his connection to the ones he turned, because in the movie they legitimately like explain like, oh yeah, even if you kill like the main head vampire, you have to kill all the vampires because they're just gonna continue on. They're not like, killing the head won't kill the entire clan of vampires, which makes sense. But what didn't make sense was there's a scene in the movie, in like the climax, where when the main vampire gets hurt, the ones he turned also gets hurt. But they never really explained that connection, because like for some reason when the main vampire turns somebody, he also gets like their memories and also knows how to speak their language, which like again makes sense, but they didn't really like properly explain the like mechanics, or like not the mechanics, and then like how deep does the connection go between like the main vampire and his like spawn, or the people he turned. There's that. But if you have a basic understanding of vampires, it's pretty self-explanatory, like how the vampires work. Again, you just have to minus the typical like, oh, they're weak to like Christian holy relics, symbols and prayers, and you kind of have to like also subtract the, you know how like there's also like a bit of like vampire lore that's like they can't cross running water, so they can't cross rivers. Like they can't cross rivers for some reason, like in some stories, but this one's fine. Like there's literally a fight that happens in a river. So flowing water crosses, and prayers are fine. They can even recite that shit in verbatim if they wanted to. But what's not fine for them is silver, garlic, and wooden stakes. The wooden stakes I never really understood. I haven't read Count Dracula or like you know, like Bram Stoker's Dracula. So I wouldn't know the reason why vampires are weak to fucking stakes. I can understand silver. Silver, it's always like it's either antimicrobial, which is a property of silver, or it's because Judas betrayed Jesus with 13 pieces of silver. That's like the Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter explanation of the silver weakness for vampires, and or werewolves. It kind of flip flops nowadays, like silver and weak to stakes. Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter. But yeah, you know, it was a good movie. It's I was entertained and I was satisfied. Like honestly, it's not a horror movie and it's not an action movie. Make no mistake, it is that it was not really an action movie. It was more of like closer to a drama. Cause I mean, it's not even like drama. It's just a story. Cause you kind of follow 3 main characters basically, or 2 depending on how you want to look at the twins. So you follow again the twins, Smoke and Stack, and then you follow Sammy, who is like the young one. And Smoke and Stack, and this is not a spoiler because like it's part of the story. Like they literally say it out front. They're like former soldiers who were sent to fight during World War I, and when they came back, they decided to like go to Chicago to run with some gangs. But then they went back to Mississippi to basically open like this music hall, Club Juke, and then that's kind of like where like most of the story happens. The music was really good, especially if you like blues and like R&B and stuff like that. It's pretty good stuff. Well, you know what's weird? So the vampires in whatchamacallit? Oh my god, I can't think. The vampires in Sinners, that's what it is. In Sinners, they need an invite to come inside. And like that's fine. But they have like the vampires have like this weird, especially the ones who are not the main vampire, the turned vampires, they have like this weird personality flip where it's like when they're talking to one person who they deem as like the head of like the household or the group, and they're trying to ask for an invite, they're like really nice, really polite, but they're not very convincing with how they're asking things. But you know, they're very polite in general. But when someone else from the group interrupts them, they just like lose it. They just they just say the most heinous shit to that other person, and then they flip back talking to like the head of the group. Like, come on, man, you know me. Please let me in. What are all those years for? And then when someone enters, like, shut the fuck up, bitch. It was like, fuck. like what? Literally went, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like what the fuck? So that was one thing that I didn't really understand, was like, why are you so rude? Like if you want to come inside, you should be nice to everybody. Hello. Shut the fuck up, bitch. they literally there's literally like 5 examples of like someone cussing out like another person. Like, shut the fuck up, you don't know me. It is kind of like, I mean, Michael B. Jordan did a good job with like his acting, playing like 2 different characters and stuff like that. It was a bit weird though. They say that like Jonathan Majors, who isn't a part of the movie, was supposed to play a character. I think he was supposed to play the twin, like one of the twins, because like it is kind of weird to see, like, again, Michael B. Jordan does a good job. He did a good job trying to portray 2 different people relatively convincingly, but it was just weird to see like him play two different characters, and then like the accents, like the way they speak changed between characters, but like they both have like the southern accents, right? So it was like, okay. And the only way you could know which character was which was through like their hat, and then their costume, of course. But then later on, it's just through their hat. Like they're literally blue and red. Like they're literally blue and red. Oh, I'm sorry. Like Smoke had the blue hat, and then Stack had the red hat. So it was pretty good. Like honestly, it's like, don't expect like, oh, it's the best movie you've ever seen, but then like it was a good movie, man. It's a good sit down movie. Again, like 7.5. It was entertaining, and like that's like the most important part for me. I will say though, I saw the trailer for like the new horror movie by like Him. Like not that's the title of the movie, Him, which is like, I think like a horror movie about like a college football player or a pro football player or something. Like the trailer was pretty good, man, honestly. It was pretty good. But yeah, go watch Sinners. And then next week I'm gonna go watch Thunderbolts, or as it's now called. This isn't a spoiler because they literally spoiled themselves. It's called New Avengers. Oh, he's here, my weed guy. Okay. They literally did. They literally like spoiled like the New Avengers bit of like the Thunderbolts. So of course, it's right. I just saw you. Day and night, the lone stoner seems to free his mind at night. I have so much shit. Please tell me we can actually donate some of these. I do. I will. Exactly, that's all we care about. Cultural development, baby. Cool. We do have Scorpion. Fauci. Oh my god, only one, really? Fucking A. What's this? Oh, yeah, the statue, right. I did know that, Ivan. I did know that. I remember that was like a part of the lore. And then for fruit salad, Secretary of Waste Management, Kyle. I mean, we'll see. You know, we let Destiny give us the residences, so I have no say. I have no say. I cannot. You know, Deeps does not have any hold as to like what to do. What is this? 'Cause day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. Alright. Okay. Let's go visit him. Oops. Open 24/7. What the fuck? Destiny to the God Emperor. See, I like your style. What's this? Is that like? Oh, it's him. It's that they're buddies. They're buddies. They're roommates. I'm sorry. Like, sorry, bro. What is? Oh, okay, here it is. Sure, why the fuck not? You sure you don't want to take the flask out? That's fine. Thanks, man. I just need to relax. Scorch. You didn't have to like finish it right away. Alright, man. What is that? What does the drinking the coffee do? What is it? Aside from making me spend 200 bells. What the fuck does it do? I guess whatever. Nothing. Just for vibes, I guess, huh? You know what? I'm all about vibes. I'm all about vibes. 'Cause day and night. What? What am I gonna do now, actually? Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay, here's where I kind of fucked up. I have so much shit to sell. These damn twins. I mean, we'll get a nice payday tomorrow. But yeah, actually, hold up. How you doing, man? Oh. Made to buy some stuff. What you got, man? What you got? Oh. I think I have these, the azaleas, right? Oh, sugar cane. Fuck, give me like fat. Is this guamelas? Do we already have lilies? Thank you. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out what we're gonna do with these. Do we already have lilies and stuff? I think we do? Hold on. Shit. Let me check. Actually, let me Google what lilies look like. Hold on. Give me a second here. We do have lilies. We have lilies, we have roses, we have cosmos, we have mums, tulips, windflower, pansies. I want to say we have hyacinths too. Yeah, we're actually pretty good. You know what? I think we're good. All right. Appreciate you, man. What's wrong, robot? What's wrong? Same. Sure, bro. You wanna see? Oh, you know what? You wanna see my gym, bro? Let's go. Let's go take a look at my gym. Let's go take a look at my gym, bro. Vitamin D. Come on. Come upstairs. Come upstairs. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, bro. I got the entire setup. Check it. Check. I got a bench. Gainful? What do you mean? What do you mean? All chest, no legs, dog. That's all we're about. See that? Boom, boom. Pow, 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 pow. You see that, dude? Sick. What do you mean? Okay. Well, thanks for coming, man. I showed you my gym. I don't know who it was who told me that, like, the residents, your guests never leave until you show them all of the rooms in your house. Someone told me that. For me, they leave the moment I show them a room. It's like, nope, we're done. It's like, they're good. Like, I'm good. What the fuck? Alright. I should be dropping off some stuff while we're at home, actually. It was you, Fruit? Yeah. You know, they want to leave all the time. You know? I don't know what to do with these yet, so we're just gonna put them away. As for the... Maybe we... hold on. I'm surprised we haven't hit, like, the catfish recipes. Let's make some carpaccio. I was gonna sell it, but fuck it. Where's that damn fish? Here it is. I was gonna sell it, but you know what? If it just takes one to make a carpaccio, let's do it. Hell yeah. Can we, like, give this to somebody? Hold on. There's a lot of fish dish. Yeah, there's a lot of fish. You know, it's the only animals that we can actually eat. Fish. Carpaccio. Let me see if I can give the carpaccio to somebody. Who would accept a carpaccio from me? Ah! You there. I believe you would. My friend. I didn't. Destiny guided me. You're welcome. Sure, thanks. Carpaccio. Carpaccio. Alright, sugarcane. I'm gonna plant them. Sugarcane can grow anywhere, I'm assuming, right? Or does it need? Is it like Minecraft? Does it need to be like sand? Anywhere? Okay, perfect. Oh, that means we can have sugar. Not on the beach. I kind of wanted to plant it on the beach too. That's fine. So what do I do with these sons of bitches? Oh shit, what the fuck? Fuck is that? It's a little disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I can put them in the playground. Yo, Vin, how you doing, man? Thank you for dropping by. I guess I can put them in the playground, right? That'll be fine. Yeah, that'll work. Slightly disturbing automatons, but you know what? It's life, you know. Hold on, wait, I forgot to grab something. GTA 6. So I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no interest. Like I'm interested, but I'm not like holding my breath for GTA 6. I'll be completely honest. That shit's gonna get delayed to Kingdom Come. But it did look good. It did look good, but like I'm not holding my breath on that to come out in like my lifetime. It's you know, and I'm not holding my breath that I'll be able to play it, cause like I don't know what that game will need, and how much it will be. If it's gonna be $100, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna wait, cause my god, that game is that game when that shit comes out, like it'll be something. It'll be something, alright. But yeah, you know, I'm not too hyped up on like GTA 6. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like I don't really play open world games anymore too. But you know what? I still have a soft spot for the GTA series, especially like San Andreas and Vice City. And I do know that oh my god, what's it called? 6 is gonna be in Vice City, so that'll be dope. That'll be dope. But again, don't let old deeps bring down the mood. Yeah, that shit was pretty good. What the fuck? Thanks. You got a deal. I might have more things to say about Sinners later on, like in the coming days, because I'm still kind of like simmering on it, like letting it sit in my mind, like what that movie was about and stuff like that. What are these? What are these machines? I like this one better, to be honest, than this one. This one's a bit... I like the blue one better. It's got more emotion to it. Babuls. See, that's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. My residents really know how to like butter me up and stuff like that, you know? That's what I want to hear. Flattery. Yes, men. That's all I want. Okay, Let's kind of sucks that I can't sell anything right now. But it's fine. We'll figure it out. Do we already have this color? You know what? I'm not gonna buy a Mr. Flamingo. It's fine. Agent KK. Do I already have this? Let's just buy it. I should just gift like the other albums to like the residences. It's fine. Alright. Okay. And I think we are going to... I think I missed the fossil actually, now that I think about it. Let me go looking a little bit harder. And then we're gonna go visit a... We're gonna do a boat ride with Cap'n to Kappa. And we'll see if we can get anything good, huh? Anything new. I'm gonna water these. Produce. Ah shit, I should have planted a sugar cane here. Damn it. That's fine. Wait, did we always have 3? Oh yeah, we did. Fuck. Fucker. Oh, got your ass. Got your poisonous ass. Stonehenge. Think you can fuck with me? Oh, hey, hi. Yeah, how are you? Oh, what was it? Thank you. Do you like the forest? Seeing that you're here, I'm assuming you like it, but I know I can't read minds. Space shuttle. I just want the pimp cane, man. But you know, I'll take the space shuttle. That's fine. That's fine by me. Cause girl, I'm on my knees. Space shuttle. Oh. We're going on a trip in a favorite rocket ship, going through the sky, little Einstein. You know, I actually do like how the bamboo forest kind of turned out. You know what I mean? It's not perfect. Nothing is. But I think it turned out okay. Again, it just needs that damn fountain, but after that, it'll be good. See? Like, it looks like Celeste likes it. Right, Celeste? Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, I'll have to get all of the other space DIYs. God damn it. Ah, the pimp cane. The pimp cane might be a pipe dream, then. The pimp cane might be a pipe dream. It's a pimp dream. It's a pimp dream. It's a pimp dream. Did I already hit all of the rocks? I swear I haven't. I bet I haven't. Nope, we've hit this one. Shit. It's fine. It's fine. Let me just, before we make a new one, let me just pick up some damn sticks. Shit. Shit, there was a fossil we missed. Okay. Alright. I know when I'm beat. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Maybe the closest one is this one here. Shit. Shit. I put the damn bamboo too close. Oh yeah. Oh god. Hold on. Whew. Hold on. Okay. I need some wood. Hold on, Celeste. Careful now. How much wood did I get? 8. Okay. Pineapple cap. Huh. 8. The fuck? What? Oh, is it like a wooden one? Oh shit. Okay, I like that. Celeste, you gotta move, girl. God. You and your brother, you know, like, y'all always get into like some weird positions. She's blocking my way every time. I do kind of like Celeste's design, because I like her eyes better than Blather's eyes, because Blather's has like normal eyes and she just has like the black dots. I much prefer just the black dots than the you know, the semi-humanoid eyes that Blather's has. It's disturbing. It's slightly disturbing. Shit. Can't tell. We'll just have to trust destiny on this one. Damn fish. I'm missing the stars. I can hear them. Shit. Fish, come on. Come on. You see it. Ooh. Better be something good, not something. Okay, that's fine. You know what? That's karma. Should we put the tub here? Should I just put the tub here? You know what? This is fine. This is fine. I like that, and it will still have the fountain here. That's fine. This is fine. I like that. What are you thinking about, Celeste? Thinking about life? Huh? The hardships? Yeah, I like having the... Not gonna lie, I kind of fuck with that. The tub just being there. I kind of fuck with that. Alright, that's a false we missed. Okay. So what rocks didn't I hit? Oh, get down. This one, right? Oh shit, we did miss this one. Is Timmy and Tommy's new store, is it gonna be 24 hours or is it still gonna be just 1 hour? Or are they still gonna hose me on that one? Or like, up, it's not 1 hour, is it only gonna be like up until 10 a.m.? 10 p.m. What's wrong? I have? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me see. Do I have one of these? Hold up. Hold up. Same time slot? Damn. Those damn twins. Those damn twins. Always hosing me. Did we hit this? I don't think we hit this one. So we need to get like a carp. I think we can get the carp before we go to the islands. Let's do that. Hey Bryce, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. That's not carp size. Oh shit. We need to hit this rock. So yeah, let's go catch a carp for Olaf. I almost called him Alfonso. I don't know why. I don't know why I almost called him Alfonso. But yeah, a carp for Mr. Olaf. Oh shit. 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 It's fine. These things happen. Minor setbacks. It's fine. Okay, hold on. Kick, 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 and then I'm still gonna sell these to Timmy and Tommy, I think. So might as well just. I am still not used to like hearing the blabbing. Hey Tiffany, how are you doing, girl? You want a scorpion? Your God Emperor Deeps is offering a scorpion. You want one? Oh, I should save the scorpion actually. That's true. This is just to sell. Let me talk to you real quick, girl. How are you? Bun bun. Why did they? Why does Judy says, darling? Why do you say bun bun? What's going on here? You guys okay? Yeah, that's true. All right, you stay safe there. There's like scorpions around. I'm not joking. There actually is. Bun bun. Why? A dace. Hope you can give me some space. Let me double check. Did I already donated the scorpion, I think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We did. Hello, Robot. What we need to do is there's the serial killer threat. God damn. Out serial killering me. God damn it. Hold on, I'll get you your damn carp. Give me a second here, Olaf, okay? I just need to put some things in the storage. I wonder what he wants a carp for. Or what he wants it for. Alright. So we are going to catch a carp. And once we catch the carp, we are going to go to the isla using the boat with Captain the Kappa. Captain Kappa. And then I should probably relocate the sugarcane actually. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is a bad spot. Shit. Cannot aim. Hold on, there it is. I was thinking though, should I just watch Thunderbolts this week too? I already watched Sinners. Oh, but like my AMC theater has like cheaper. I'll take a look at the prices. It's like cheaper Tuesday prices and shit like that. Hey Chen, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for dropping by. I hope you're feeling better. How was Sinners? So I liked Sinners. It was pretty entertaining. I would say this might be a little too low of a rating, but I'd give it like a 7.5 because like I enjoyed it. I had fun. I did have like some qualms with the story because like there's technically 3 main characters. One is Sammy, who's like the blues the blues guy. He plays like guitar. He's really good at like singing and like basically doing the blues. And then the other 2 characters are both played by Michael B. Jordan. They're both played by Michael B. Jordan. They're twins, Smoke and Stack. Smoke and Stack. And like Michael B. Jordan did his best with like trying to portray 2 different characters who are identical twins, and they kind of have like roughly the same southern accent, but they're different personalities. He tried his best, but I think it would have been better if they were both played by 2 different people, because it's kind of like, well, they have different personalities. The way they speak is different between the 2 characters, but it's I don't know, it just felt like it should have been 2 different actors instead of like just one actor playing twins. Now, aside from that, there's 3 main characters, as I said. I wish they spent more time with each character, because like my problem was, yeah, you're introduced to Sammy, so like your opening character is Sammy. You get to see him as a sharecropper. Basically, he works the fields, and then he has to make a quota, and then he'll make his money. And then the Smoke and Stack, the brothers, who are basically, they were World War I veterans, like they fought in World War I, came back to America, and decided to go to Chicago to kind of like make money with gangsters. And after, air quotes, making their money in Chicago, they come back home to Mississippi, reconnect with their cousin, which is Sammy. So their little cousin is Sammy. They reconnect with Sammy, and they're gonna open like this music hall, basically. They open this music hall, and then the vampires attack. That's fine, but like, I wish we spent a little bit more time with each of the characters, because like the story has to like separate, or like it has to spread itself thinly amongst Smoke, Stack, and then Sammy. So you get the gist of who they each are, but it wasn't enough for me, if that makes sense. It was still like concise. Like that's the other thing though. I don't know how they could have made the movie feel like tight knit and concise if they went and spent time like explaining like, okay, Smoke is like this and Stack is like this. I won't really get into spoilers. Maybe I will later this evening, or like maybe within the week when my mind's kind of like made up about what I think fully. But yeah, man, it was a fun movie. I wouldn't say it's like the best fucking movie out there. It's not really even like a horror movie or an action movie. It's more of like a drama with some horror elements to it, because it's mostly a story about like this family essentially. Smoke and Stack, they're trying to find their way in the world, trying to find like a sense of freedom in like 1930s America. And yeah, that's their story. Like they both have like, you know, Stack, his love interest is like Haley Steinfeld. So obviously like she's like a white person, so there's a bit of like struggle there, especially during the time period. And then this isn't so much of a spoiler though, but for Smoke, him and his love interest, they unfortunately like lost their child. And the reason it wasn't given though, like how the child passed, but that's kind of like his thing. And for Sammy, it's more of like his father is a preacher who understands that he has a talent for music, but doesn't want him to be using his talent for like making the blues, or like, as he would say, playing for like sinners, basically. And there's this like underlying theme of like, for Sammy's arc, which is like, does he want to follow his dreams to be like a blues singer, to perform, to kind of like not follow his father's judgment and opinions and desires, for him to like take over like the parish and become a pastor, and then use his like singing skills or his like, you know, artistry for the Lord. Meanwhile, for again Smoke and Stack, their whole character motivation is they just want to make money. They want to have like this sense of freedom and sense of autonomy in their, you know, in their own lives. And how they interact is, Smoke, he personally doesn't think that Sammy should continue his dreams with being like a blues singer, because Sammy was like, oh, I want to go to Chicago. And then Smoke is like against it, because like he's seen like the bad stuff, being a gangster and all that. In comparison to Stack, his twin brother, he has a different opinion. He sees Sammy's talent as like one of a kind, as a chance for Sammy to like be his own man and stuff like that. Now, my good buddy Gab, I don't know if he's gonna show up today, but he mentioned how he wasn't satisfied with the explanation for the vampires. I kind of get it, but I'm also like okay with the amount of information we were given with the vampires. I said this earlier, but for the vampires, they're like traditional Western vampires. They're weak to garlic. They're weak to silver. You have to stake them in the heart to kill them, and they're weak to sunlight. But they're not weak to Christian relics, so like crosses. They're not weak to Christian prayers. There's literally a scene where the main vampire starts reciting the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven. So they're not weak to that. And the vampires need an invitation to come into a building, not just a house, but a building. What's weird, okay, and then the other thing that's weird is they're not, so there's some interpretations of vampires where they can't cross flowing water, but these ones can. Like there's like the climax literally happens in like a river, and they're weak to silver, which is like the explanation of like being weak to silver kind of goes either two ways. Either it's like antimicrobial, antibacterial, so that's why like the vampire virus dies off, or it's the whole Judas betrayed Jesus with 13 pieces of silver. They didn't really explain why the vampires were weak to silver or garlic, but it's kind of like that. They didn't really need to. But there is one thing that I wish they explained, was that so when the main vampire, like the head vampire, when he turns and bites someone, he gets their memories and like their language skills. So he basically like inherits their like memories. He knows who you are. He knows who he bit. He knows like their personal relations, how they felt about different people and stuff like that. So I kind of wish they kind of explained that part. And another part about it is like, if you kill the main vampire, the sub vampires, the one his damn fears or the one he turned, won't turn back or they won't die. You'll have to kill each vampire regardless. Now, in the climax, the main vampire gets injured with Silver, and everyone he turned felt his pain. He didn't die directly, but they all felt his pain, which is like so if you just kill the main vampire, they'll feel it, but they won't die. So they didn't really explain that relationship between the main vampire and the ones he turned. I wish they did a little bit more, but honestly, if you have like a stereotypical understanding of like vampires, especially like the Western vampires, you are fine to watch this movie. It is just weird to like, the Silver thing is weird because Silver is typically werewolves, right? And then nobody really explains the Silver weakness for werewolves too. But again, there's two explanations to like why monsters are weak to Silver: 13 pieces of silver by Judas, or antimicrobial bullshit. Oh, you know what they didn't play on? They didn't play on mirrors. They didn't play on like the typical vampire lore of like vampires can't see their own reflection in mirrors. The reason for, vampires can't see their reflection in mirrors is because like mirrors back in the day were made with silver. Nowadays, I don't know if that would work. I think we just make it out of aluminum. But yeah, honestly, 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, this is like the best fucking vampire movie ever. Like, no, like Blade. Blade Underworld is still peak, especially if you're looking for something with action. But Sinners is pretty good. It's a good, concise, sit down in the theater, watch it. It's pretty good. Pay your $10 to AMC. It's a pretty good watch. The music is really good though. I'll give them that. Like the music was like the biggest part for me. That was like, oh, this is really good. Sure, Blathers, we have time. Don't worry, Blathers. I'm also explaining Sinners. I'm yapping my ass off. But yeah, the acting was good. Again, I kind of wish they casted a different actor to be one of the twins, rather than just being both Michael B. Jordan. Again, I have no problem seeing two Michael B. Jordans. It's just that, like, I don't know. Ever since I heard that, oh my god, what's his name? Fuck, the guy who got cancelled, who was Kang the Conqueror. Shit. That guy. He was supposed to be in this movie. I have a feeling he was supposed to play the twin. Maybe not, right? But I have a feeling he was supposed to play the twin. But yeah, man. I mean, it's pretty good. I was entertained. And the music, whoever like produced, composed, and arranged the music was really good. Because that stuff was like, it's like you felt like you were in the room with them, at least for like when they were actually playing like the blues and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. Also, you know what another thing is? I don't understand. Okay, here's another thing I don't understand. I didn't understand how the vampirism works, because when you're turned, you directly become bad. That's the other thing. Like, there's no two ways about it. Like, literally, the moment like someone turns into a vampire, they become like a Damphir or something, they immediately like are in the side of the main vampire, like the Irish guy. So I get confused about like, on how like so at the end, this is spoilers, at the end, so this is spoilers, Stack and Mary is Haley Steinfeld's character, who is the love interest of Stack. Stack and Mary survive, and then they meet Sammy, who's like in the future, who's like 60 or 50 or 80 years old. So basically, like in 1995, Sam, after after his whole experience with the vampires, and after being given the choice of his father to like renounce his desires to be a blues artist and then join him in running the in the parish, or he continues it. He chooses to continue his like dreams, and he does become a successful blues player. He tours and stuff like that. But Mary and Stack pays him a visit just to see like how he's doing and stuff like that. What I didn't understand there is, do the vampires who are turned have autonomy from the get-go? Like, from the moment they're turned, do they have autonomy? And does the bloodlust just take them over for like a bit? And that's why they're kind of like side with the bad guy, the main vampire? Or did they need to kill the main vampire in order for the damn fears to kind of gain autonomy? Because that's the other thing, is the main vampire obviously died. He basically got hit by the guitar, which had like a literal silver plate. It got stuck in his head. That didn't kill him, but he got staked, and then he burned up in the sun. During that whole fight, that last fight between Sammy, the main vampire, and Smoke, Stack and Mary, who are vampires at this point, who were turned by the main vampire, were able to make a run for it before the sun came up. So that's the other thing that kind of got like weird, is like, do the vampires have autonomy when they're turned? And to what level? Because it looks like the moment you're turned, you're like, I'm with the fucking bad guys now. I'm here to suck your blood. Like, that's the other part that was weird, is like, at what point do you... Because like, what if like the whole thing is like the twins, right? The twin brothers, they love each other. Like, they both like protect each other. They got each other's backs. And the moment Stack turns into like a vampire, he just like attacks the shit out of his brother. He's trying to turn his brother, right? Because like, that's the whole goal of the vampires, is that they're not really here to eat you. They're more here to like turn you. So like, I understand that part but then like, I don't know, it was just a weird like personality flip to see. And then like, at what level of autonomy do the vampires have when they're turned? Oh, and here's the other thing that I felt weird. Oh no, I actually liked. So with the whole arc for Sammy is that, again, he wants to play the blues, and then he wants to kind of like leave Mississippi, and then go to like the big city like Chicago and like play the blues, right? And then make his money that way. I really liked how in the beginning of the movie, when he's talking with his dad, his pastor father, about like, hey, I want to play the blues, I'm gonna go to Smoke and Stack's like little like club, and we're gonna play there, his little like dance hall. And his dad literally like gives him like this weird slightly evangelical warning of like, you keep dancing with the devil, that thing's gonna follow you home. Or like or like, he alludes to the fact that Sammy has a talent that not only brings people to him, but also like the evil of the world, like the devil. Which is like weird, right? Because like, the whole movie, there's like this whole intro scene where it's being explained that throughout cultures of all times, there's always going to be someone who has the ability to like commune with the spirits. Like, and in different cultures it's called something, and then it's called this. But in certain African cultures it's called the griot, which is like someone who communes with the spirits through stories and like song. And they kind of allude to the fact that Sammy is like potentially a griot, and his music, this is the whole thing, his music attracts the vampire. Because for some reason, Sammy has this ability to kind of like, with his music, connect the past, the present, and the future in like one thing. And that's kind of like another confusing part is like, how does that work? I don't know how it works, but it attracts the vampire so much because he's like, I just want to be with my people, because the vampire is Irish, and then he's probably like an Irish immigrant or someone who is from Ireland who was forcibly put in America and stuff like that. So he just wants to be with his people and his tribe. But I like that little bit of foreshadowing from like Sammy's dad of like, you keep dancing with the devil and the devil's gonna follow you home, and that you have so much talent and the devil wants it and stuff like that, which is dope, you know, which is dope. But yeah, I am glad that they went with the story as a Sammy's arc as like this experience, like his whole experience with like the vampires and then like seeing people turn, eat each other and stuff like that. It didn't stop him from becoming a blues player, because, and the reason why I say that is because literally the vampire tells all of them like, I'm here for Sammy, just give us Sammy and I can go, because he just wants Sammy to play music for him so that he can see his family again, or like his tribe, like his ancestors back in Ireland and stuff like that. Which is, how many turtles am I gonna get today? Which is kind of dope, because like typically, right, in movies that involve like the Christian faith, they would usually they would usually like err on the side of like, I should let my dreams go, you know, because like it's the devil, shit like that. No, Sammy stood on business. He was like, I don't give a shit, vampire or not, I'm gonna be a blues player. I like that. I did like that, because again, in a lot of like movies with like Christian themes, there's always this like narrative of sacrifice for like air quotes greater good, or sacrifice of like to prevent evil from happening. So like typically I actually thought Sammy would like stop playing, like stop his dreams and then stop playing the blues, but he didn't. Fuck that vampire. Fuck that vampire. Nah, that's not enough. That's not enough. Now, that's not saying that I'm gonna follow the same, like, if my streaming causes the vampires to come. You know, honestly, I wouldn't have minded being a vampire, though. There was, like, really... okay, here's the side... Hey, we're gonna get sidetracked. Out of all of, like, the mystical creatures out there, like, let's say between werewolves and vampires, I would much prefer to be a vampire. Sure, I won't see the sun, and sure, there's like weird rules to follow depending on what kind of vampire I am. Like, I wouldn't even mind being a Twilight vampire, you know? Vela! What happened, Vela? What's the matter, Vela? But I wouldn't mind being a vampire, because like, shit, you know, I'm already like a night owl. Like like if I get like super strength, if the one thing that I wouldn't be happy with is if I couldn't eat garlic, because I actually like garlic. But yeah, I wouldn't mind being a vampire, to be honest. Like, you know, what's wrong with being a vampire? You know, if I was like to choose, right? Vampire. Hold on, let's wait for some stars. Vampire, werewolf, or like the Invisible Man. Fuck that shit. Vampire all the way, dude. Like, I'd be super fast. I got like sharp claws. I can like I can entrance people with like charm. You know? I never get old as a vampire. It's pretty dope shit. And to be honest, as a vampire, you have an easy way out. You have a one way out. That's called the sun. You know? So, I mean, I don't know who would choose to be a werewolf. Because, like, werewolf, you can't control yourself. At least with vampire, what? Bloodlust? Just, like, you know, just buy some, like... buy some blood bags, dude. I actually wouldn't mind. Honestly, the Twilight vampires have it so easy. Legitimately speaking. Aside from, like, oh, they can't eat normal food. Like... Dude, you just shine. You literally are like a fucking walking disco ball. That's like the easiest weakness, if you can even call it that. Shit, have they even tried putting like sun lotion? Sunblock? You know what I mean? Has Edward and co attempted to put like SPF 100 on like their bodies and then see if that maybe blocks out the rays, the UV rays that cause the diamond skin shit? You know? Because it's like, it seems like they didn't even try. You know what I mean? Like, they have it so easy. Like, the Twilight vampires have it so easy. Aside from the not able to eat food, that's kind of like shit. But other than that, bro, they got it good. Like, I don't... Honestly, you know who has it worse? Which vampires have it worse? Actually, all vampires are kind of the same. Like, honestly, wasn't there like a trend with like some gals who like put like a little glitter on? Or like, not glitter, but like, you know, like the sparkly stuff? Shit, you could have rode that trend down. You pale as fuck. But, well, I'm trying to think of a vampire who had it worse. Nosferatu. Nosferatu looks like shit. You must bounce on it. Crazy style. You know, he has it worse. Nosferatu has it worse. He looks like shit. Sure, he has all those shadow powers and shit like that. But he looks like shit, you know? Like, Edward and the Cullen family, they had no right to complain. Being a vampire, especially like for them, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And another thing is, and this is, I got this from Mr. Sunday Movies, like a YouTube channel. They do like movie reviews and stuff like that. Why do they keep pretending to be like high schoolers? They're like, they all look like they're potentially 20. They didn't need to keep going to high school. In fact, they could have just gone to college or something. Why was their cover story that they were all high schoolers? And I'm not even complaining about like, oh, high schoolers are always being played by 30-year-old actors. No. Like, that was a choice by them. That was a choice by those vampires. Like, we need a cover story. We need a cover story. And our cover story is that we're high schoolers. And the worst part of all is like the dad and then the mom, Carlisle and something, whatever that mom was called. They only look 10 years older. You know what I mean? They could have just like easily just been like college or like working age. You know what? And they're rich. You know which vampires got it right though? Alright, thank you, brother. The vampires who got it right, the Blade vampires. Those motherfuckers got it right. Because you know why? All they do is nightclubs. all of those motherfuckers from Blade, all they do is just party. Okay, sure, they kill people and stuff like that, but that's like standard vampire fare. But like, I really appreciated how like what the vampires in Blade do is they just go to like nightclubs and shit, and I'm like, that's what I would do if I was a fucking vampire. I would just party, bro. Like, do a blood rave. Like, I'd love it. I'd love it. I don't know why I'd do anything else if I was a vampire. Like, why would I go back to high school? Fuck that. Like, why would I subject myself to like 4 years of like puberty, like surrounded by prepubescent kids? I could just go to like the fucking nightclub, dude. Like, it's fine. Like, why would I do this to myself? They are weirdos, huh? Honestly, the Cullens are fucking weirdos. Like, why would you do that to yourselves? Like, the Blade vampires had it right. The Underworld vampires, they were okay. The Underworld vampires, they had some issues too, you know, honestly. But you know what? It could have been worse. It could have been worse. You know, I'll be honest. For the underworld vampires, it could have been worse. Cause you know why? I think they still had nightclubs too, or at least they were all goth and shit. Like my problem with, cause if I'm gonna be a vampire, might as well wear all black and leather. You know what I mean? Why would I not? That's like the one time I have an excuse to be like, fuck it, leather trench coat. You know, I've always wanted a leather trench coat. I always wanted to wear one. I have a leather jacket, but it's not a leather trench coat. You know, why would I wear like? There was like literally one vampire, right? From like one of the Cullens. All he wore was like this fucking pullover sweater that was white and white pants. He was like the jock one. Why would you wear that? What are you trying to be? You're already a victim of vampirism. You're gonna be a fashion victim too? Come on now. Vampires suck. Oh my god. I don't remember. I've seen vampires suck, but I don't remember it. Like it was one of the last parody movies, right? And also, here's my other thing. Why would you want to be a werewolf? Like, I don't know if there's anyone in my chat who would ever want to be a werewolf. Like, why would you want to be a werewolf compared to being a vampire? Like, you have no self-control. Okay, sure, what if you become like the fucking Twilight werewolves where you like turn into just a giant fucking wolf? Okay, sure, but like, why would I want to do that? I could be a vampire, dude. You know, what half and Vela? You know, like, fuck that, dude. I'm vampire all the way. Again, the vampires from Twilight, they have nothing to complain about. Like, they're literally... Just put some sun cream. Just put some sun lotion. Sunblock. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, you're fine. What happened, Vela? I know, vampire, right? Sorry. I can't help myself. You know, I mean... Vampires all the way. Because, like, for werewolves, like... The way werewolves transform, like, in movies, especially with, like, Van Helsing and... like Underworld, these motherfuckers, they literally rip their skin off. Like, I don't want to do that. Shit. You think Deeps wants to like rip his skin off? No. And then like the transformation looks painful too, cause like your bones crack, and then like, you know, your joints have to like realign themselves. Like, seems like a lot of effort to be just like a rabid dog. Again, I'd rather be a vampire. I don't know about you guys. Maybe some of y'all prefer to be like werewolves. Ew. And you know what? You smell like wet dog. Ew. Wait. Sometimes I just I say something that just like yeah, you just smell like wet dog. Isn't that gross? Like, you know, at least with vampires, you can like put on some Chanel No. 5. Put on some like fucking like Cental 33 Le Labo. Or if you don't want the Cental 33, you can do Noir or Matcha. Shit, I can even put like Dior. You know, like why would I subject myself to smelling like wet dog? Legitimately, I'm serious. I'm laughing because I'm kind of breaking a bit of the character that I'm doing, but I'm also being serious here. Why would you want to be a werewolf? That just seems like shitty. And then like most werewolves too. Okay, let's go back to Twilight. The Twilight werewolves, you age. Sure, you age slower than like humans, but you still age. Like, you know, like that's kind of shitty. Why not just do the whole immortal thing? Yeah, no, you joined the right time. You joined the right time, Cheer. I'm having a proper discussion about why vampires are better than werewolves. You know? Like, fuck werewolves, bro. Like, I'm anti-werewolf. No, Twilight. I'm just using Twilight as an example, okay? But no, I would never want to be a werewolf. Like, I'd rather just be vampire. And like, you know what? There's a sense of community too with being a vampire. You know, there's always like covens. And they're always like rich. And again, I'm basing my example from like Underworld and Blade. But like, that's dope. You know? Like you've got your vampire gang, and then you just go hit the nightclub with them. Like that's perfect. You know, that's a life worth living. You know, suck a few blood out there. You know, do a little mayhem, and then you party at the blood rave. It's perfect. Like what else do you have to ask for? You're wearing all leather. Do you even sweat as a vampire? I don't think so. No. The wolf pack thing, it's like, you know, they're not chill. That's the thing. The wolf pack thing is like, I'm an alpha. Like, no, bro. Like, can we just like, according to True Blood, they sweat blood. It's kind of weird. Like, why would you sweat blood? But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that alpha shit. I'm not about that alpha shit. You know, I'm like, I'm stay in my lane. Just call me when we're having like the fucking blood rave and shit. And you know what? The werewolves are dirty. Like they sleep outside. You know, they don't like, at least with the vampires, right? You either sleep in a coffin or you need to sleep on top of like your home soil. Like at least the home soil, I can put like a bed on top of it. For werewolves, like if you lose control, you can literally wake up in the fucking forest smelling like dog, wet dog. You know? And again, you know, look, man, I don't understand. I wouldn't want to be a werewolf. You know, there's bitch ass dogs. And then the wolf pack thing, and it's like, you know, someone's always challenging the right of leadership. And sure, vampires are like scummy, and then they're like, you know, they'll betray you and then whatnot. But you know what? So are humans. You know, it's just like normal human life. The one thing though is that it would suck to be turned as a vampire if you were like young, which was shown in, oh my god, what's it called? Interview with a Vampire, and in hold on, I'm trying to remember the title of the movie. Hold on. It was an Ethan Hawke vampire movie. Fuck. Daybreakers. In Daybreakers though kind of shows, okay, here's the thing that sucks though. If we all become vampires, it would suck. It would literally and figuratively suck. Cause like in Daybreakers, there's like I'm gonna spoil it, but basically the whole plot of Daybreakers is that there's a virus out there that basically turns the whole population into vampires, like all of humanity. Yeah, there we go, Cheerio. Yeah, you know this, right? And the thing is, the virus is like, it's like a typical like vampire's disease, except for the garlic. Oh, maybe the garlic was there too, but basically everyone turned into a vampire or was turned into a vampire by their like loved ones, and even the kids were turned into vampires. Because like there was a risk that the vampires, the more there are of them, they would like enslave humans, and they did. And it would suck to be like 10 years old and be a vampire. Like you have to at least be like 20 to be a vampire, right? Like even like as a guy, depending on how far your male pattern baldness hits, when you're 20, most of your hair is still there. So like I feel like the tender age of 20 is right enough, you know? And I don't know for women, maybe someone can chime in on when would be the right time to be turned. But here's the other thing too. What I'd hate to be is is if I was turned into a vampire and I was like out of shape. Like I kind of want the vampire disease to like turn me like jacked, or like an Abercrombie and Fitch model. You know what I mean? like if a vampire were to come to me, right? And it's like, hey man, I'm gonna turn you into a vampire. I'm like, okay, sure. Can you can you wait like 3 months? I'm gonna take all the I'm gonna take all of the steroids I can. I'm gonna take all of the substances I can so I can be jacked as fuck. And I'm gonna fly out to Turkey and get a hair transplant and then turn me into a vampire after that. Because a lot of like movies is that they'll show that if you turn into a vampire, you remain the state that you're in. You remain the state that you were turned. So if a vampire offered to me that, hey, I'm gonna turn you a vampire, I'd be like, bro, give me like 3 months. Give me like 3 months, bro. Okay, I'm gonna get a hair transplant. I'm gonna like take like a bit of gear and I'm gonna get jacked as fuck. And in the moment I'm like jacked as shit, like the moment I look like Zac Efron in like Baywatch, turn me. Like, sure, I'm gonna have to work my ass off in that 3 months and take so much gear, but I'm gonna look like fucking Zac Efron forever. Full head of hair. Jacked as shit. Perfect. But I would prefer if like the vampire virus just made me into the peak form of whatever I am. You know what I mean? Kind of like the super soldier serum. Or like when Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire, got bit by the spider thing. Like by the spider. And he got like abs. If the vampire virus did that, I'd be like, okay, good, let's do it. Shortcut to cut. Dude, like... Cause like, wouldn't it suck? Wouldn't it suck to look like shit as a vampire? Cause like all vampires in all movies are always like hat. You know what I mean? They're always hat. Like... You wouldn't want to be like the odd man out, right? You wouldn't want to be like the only vampire who's like, you know, like not 15% body fat or something. you wouldn't want to be oh my god, who was it? There was one vampire in Blade who like canonically eats babies and stuff. That's why he's so fat. But he literally melted into his chair, you know. I would walk into the sun. Can I work off? Can I just say that's like my bulk? Can I work off the weight that I gained? If I can, then it's like I got like 1,000 years. If I can't work it off, I'm walking to the sun. You know, I'm like, I'm perpetually. Okay, here's the thing though. It's okay to be whatever shape you want to be and whatever you're comfortable with. I just grew up chubby. I just grew up a chubster, and the post tissue was immortal. I grew up a chubster, and I still remember as a kid not being able to like keep up with my friends running, and I hated that. So I never want to be a chubster again. That's just me. So if I ever turn into a vampire, I need to be peak as fuck, bro. So, but it's okay. You know, as long as you guys are healthy, whatever shape you are, it's fine. But for Mr. Deeps, I cannot afford to be a chubster vampire. Okay, I need to look like fucking Zac Efron. I will walk into the sun. I will legitimately walk into the sun. But if you're talking about like, if I'm like Bob from Tekken. Okay, Bryce, you understand. See, you get it. You, just in case vampires are real and they turn you, you want to be jacked as fuck all the time. Like, no, getting girls or getting laid. No, none of that. None of that. Getting like compliments. None of that. In case I ever get bit and turn into a vampire, I'm peak as fuck. You know, like I you know, I'd be like part of the fat bastard, the vampire. No, not anything but that. But yeah, if ever I get to, I really hope, you know, vampires, if you're ever out there, please only turn me when I'm sexy as fuck. No. I would walk into the sun. I would roll myself into the sun. I need to be hot as fuck. Like I can't do this, bro. Like I need to be like sexy as fuck. Like if I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be the only vampire out there who's like carrying 20% body fat. You know? 15% I can accept. Here's the other thing though. This is an example. In Interview with the Vampires, they retain the hair. They retain the hair that they had when they returned. That would suck, honestly. Like if I can't like style my hair differently and I'm a vampire, I would hate it because I'd like to try different hairstyles. If I get turned into a vampire, right, and if I'm as strong and as big and as imposing as the Kingpin, I can kind of get behind that though. You know what I mean? But if I look like Blob from the X-Men, then I'm like, nah, just roll me into the goddamn sun. Just stake me right now. Shit, you might have to get like a 10-foot long pole to stake me if I'm that big. But but yeah, it would suck to still have like the same hairstyle, right? Like to have the same hairstyle when you return. It would suck, honestly. Because like, what if you want to try something new, right? What if you want to dye your hair? Maybe dyeing works. Maybe dyeing your hair would work though. You were hot as fuck, but I had man boobs. Like gynecomastia? Can I get breast reduction surgery? Oh, that's actually a valid question, Cheerio, because like guys who take steroids, they do like develop gynecomastia. I can get surgery. Shit, I don't get fuck it. It generates then no, that's absolutely not. You know, like why would I do that? Why would I do that to myself? Why would I do that to myself? No. Gotta be sexy just in case a vampire shows up. Walk into the sun? Absolutely. Walk into the sun. Shit, open arms. If you... That's fine too. You know what? Actually, you know what vampires solved? You know, honestly, the Blade vampires solved for it. Because they literally just wore sunscreen. Legitimately, the Blade vampires just wore sunscreen. And like... really thick clothing and like long sleeve, just covered themselves up, and they were able to kind of like withstand like the fucking sun. Like, you know what I mean? I kind of fuck with that. Like, why don't we just wear sunscreen, like SPF 300 or something, you know? Yeah, no, just wear like SPF 300, it'll be fine. just wear SPF 300. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, if you ever ask Deeps, what kind of like, you know, monster do you want to be? Vampire. 100%. Especially if I get to be sexy vampire. Woo. It's over. You know? What would suck is like I would have no money. That would suck. You know, like what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna get my money? That would kind of suck. I had to figure that out. I'd have to figure that out, to be honest. Like the money thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. But here's the thing, though. If I have charm, you know the vampire charm ability, I'll just charm people. Take their money. Never mind. It's solved. There we go. That's the thing, though. Where the fuck am I gonna put my coffin? You know what I mean? Where the fuck am I gonna put my coffin? And I think that's why I do prefer like the vampire covens from like Blade and Underworld, because like the vampires don't do shit. Like the regular vampires just sit there, drink blood, and like fucking and party all the time. You know what I mean? My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time. Eddie Murphy. He actually sang that. But you know, the Blade vampires and the Underworld vampires, they got it down. Because like they have covens, they have like nightclubs. I think what I'm trying to say is I just want to be a vampire so I can do a blood rave and not feel like an asshole. Because it's, you know, it's a blood rave. You'd have to be the biggest asshole to be in a blood rave. Like, you know, yeah. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree with my opinions? I need validation. No, I do think. You don't what? You don't like my vampire ideas, bro? Like, what the fuck? It's good. It's a good scheme, man. You know, to be vamp. Oh shit, he's gone. Fuck. It's fine. I was just selling my weed. But you know what I mean? Like, to be a vampire would be sick. You know? And honestly, I have no qualms of like drinking blood. Like, people are like, oh my god, drinking. It's like, you know what I mean? It seems normal. There's always blood bags, you know? Cause like, you know, there's always blood bags. Not like, yeah. I'm gonna. I mean, you know, maybe the fresher the better, but yeah, I ain't gonna like bite somebody all the time. We have technology, you know. It's like veganism. Blood bags are probably like the tofu for vampires. You know, I like tofu now, so I might like the blood bags. It's so stupid. This discussion is so stupid. But you know what I mean? You know, like, what's wrong? You know, just a few, you know, a few blood bags, you're good to go. I don't see nothing wrong with a bit of blood bags. You know, people are always so up in arms about like, oh, you gotta drink fresh blood. Nah, I don't. Nobody said I had to. You know, you ain't the boss of me. You don't control me. Right, but then like, you know what I mean? I'm also lazy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm also lazy as shit. I'm also lazy as shit. Like, sometimes I don't want to go hunt nobody. You know? Sometimes I don't want to be like, oh, blood, you know? To get the rave going? Wait. I'm just there to party, bro. I'm just there to... I'm assuming that I'm not the only vampire there, and I was turned by, like, a coven. You know? Oh, they can worry about that. Like, yeah, that's fine. Deeps is just here to party, bro. You know, party all the time. I'm just here to party. That's fine. There's a lot of, like, weirdos who'd want to be vampires, too. You know? Like, a lot of, like, people who want to be, like, damn fears and all that shit. Like, it'll be fine, man. Have a little faith. Have a little faith in the party, bro. The party, bro. It's like such a useless vampire. It's like, I'm just here to party, man. Alright? I'm not here for that, like, wacko shit. Like, bro, come on now. No, I have thought this through. Because, like, what's the point? And, like, at some point, I'm gonna get bored as a vampire. I'm gonna get bored with living. So, like, someone's gonna, like, I'm gonna stake you. Because, like, whatever reason. I'm like, alright, bro, whatever. I'm good. Alright, time to go. You know? I'd be chill with it. I'd be like, alright, you're right. I pushed my luck. It's time for me to go. I'd be cool with it, you know? Because, like, that's life. You know? You're like, you're king of the hill one day, and the next, you're, you got a wooden stake up your ass. And your heart. Yeah? That's just what happens. And I'm okay with that. I'm not like, I wouldn't be like extremely attached to the world too at that point. Because in like vampire like media, you always see like, I want to die. You know, like they're always like dramatic about it too. It's like, I crave the cold kiss of death. Like, okay, cool. Let's do it. Time to go. Time to rock, baby. You know? Just do it. Nah. It's not cool if I'm not a vampire. It's like, you know, it's not thematic. But yeah, no, I would never want to be a werewolf though. Fuck those dogs. Yeah, you know, deep saying about that, like, dog life. Maybe it's also because I've never been really a dog person. I appreciate dogs. I think they're nice. But I would never really own a dog, you know? I never really want to own a dog. To take care of a dog. Have to be responsible for a dog. You gotta go on walks. It's got a lot of energy, you know? Maybe that's why. I'm more of a cat person. And I think, you know, vampires and cats, they probably go well, maybe. Oh, I can finally own a cat, because I'm never gonna be afraid of, like, am I gonna be around to, like, take care of it? Like, of course I'm gonna be around to take care of that damn cat. I got nothing else to do. That's fine. Alright, I don't really have a goal for today. I was just going to talk a little bit on stream, like I always do, but I actually didn't really have a goal today. So, let me see here. Is there anything else I need to do? Let's do a few more like island boy chores. Island boy. And then I think we'll call it pretty soon actually. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep the stream short, don't worry. We'll do like just 2 hours today. Yeah, I don't know, I've just been pretty tired this week. A lot of things. A few things happened. So, we'll, I don't know. Tomorrow, I will be back in the afternoon for a little Animal Crossing, and at nights we're gonna play a little Pokemans. We're gonna go through it. And I think on Friday, I want to do The Walking Dead, maybe. And then play that. Like the Telltale game Season 2 of The Walking Dead, we'll do that. That'll be fun, I think. Oh, you know what? I still haven't decided if I wanted to watch the Thunderbolts this Thursday instead of next week Tuesday, to be honest. I'll have to check ticket prices again. Because if I watch it, let me think about this. Maybe, no, I'll do it next week Tuesday. I'll do it next week Tuesday. It's fine. Hello, Tiffany. Why did you give me the bombastic side eye? What the hell? She literally gave me like a side eye. Why did you do that? What's wrong? You don't like my fit? Let me drink some water. What the fuck? She literally gave me like a goddamn side eye. What was that? What was that about, huh? Oh my god. Some people. Ooh, big fish. Who the fuck keeps dumping shit in my damn beaches? It is kind of like relaxing to play Animal Crossing at night. Because like everything is like quiet. Except for me. I am really interested about that Him movie. That's like produced by Jordan Peele. The trailer looked interesting. I still don't like. I didn't really like the trailer for shit, what's it called? The trailer for I Know What You Did Last Summer. Honestly, I still don't know if I'm not interested in it, but I saw the Final Destination one, the trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. That one seems interesting compared to I Know What You Did Last Summer. The trailer for I Know What You Did Last Summer, it had like 3 one-liners that did not land for me. Like, it's like, especially like the very last one-liner that like in the trailer that was like, oh, this town's so beautiful that I just want to die. Like, it's the delivery was so bad. Like, I was like, who wrote this? It, like, I know it's supposed to be like a little cheesy. It's supposed to be a little, you know, like cringe and stuff. But like, self-aware, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But it's like, it just sounds so bad. Like, I don't know. Just watch the trailer for I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's just so like, oh my god. And then the opening for the trailer was like, this husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend were like, hey babe, because like the girl was like super stressed. I don't know why. She was super stressed, and then like the boyfriend was like, hey babe, why don't you go up there, draw yourself a bath and do that guided meditation that you like. When I heard guided meditation, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why is this is so like, it was like so cringy to hear like guided meditation. I don't know why. I know some people really like it, and if it helps you, that's good. But like hearing it in a movie of like, hey babe, why don't you draw yourself a bath and do that guided meditation you like? I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, ew. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, I seeing the trailer, especially like in the big screen for I Know What You Did Last Summer, did not make me want to watch it. But the Final Destination one though, I am interested about that one. That one seems like it has potential. Oh, and then like in the I Know What You Did Last Summer, they literally title dropped. They name dropped the title of the movie in the trailer. Like one of the older cast members who was like the alumni from the previous movies, she literally says, "What? So tell me." No, but you have to tell me. What did you do last summer? Like, come on, man. Like, shit. Why is this so fucking cheesy? Do you really need to do it this way? God. Again, I know What You Did Last Summer is cheesy as fuck. Like the original was cheesy as fuck, but like, like the dialogue. The dialogue. I'm never that okay. I'm not that nitpicky. Not never, but I'm not that nitpicky with dialogue. But like, why don't you draw yourself a bath and do that guided meditation you like, babe? Like, what the fuck? Oh, this town's so beautiful, I could die. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. I just couldn't get over it. I literally just couldn't get over it when I saw it, especially like in the theaters. I'm like, And honestly, here's just my professional opinion. If you know someone's like hunting you, and then the whole town knows someone is hunting you, just put some fucking Nest cameras, dude, in your house. Like, put the ones with like the batteries and shit. The ones that don't get like, that don't turn off. Or rather, no, a lot of like home, like smart doorbells have like built-in batteries just in case of power outages. Just put a few of those. And like, I don't know, like, hang out with some of your friends and hang out with the cops. Like, why are you still running around if you know someone's hunting you guys? And the whole town knows. The whole town knows like someone's being hunted because of like something they did last summer. And it's like, why would you like just, you know, why am I even putting it? I'm not gonna have anything in my inventory actually. Like, why? You know, like with modern day technology, some slashers, I keep saying this is like my personal opinion. Hello, what's up? What's going on, Pashmina? Wait, I'll continue my thought after she says something. Yes. Shit. Okay. Thank you, Pashmina. So with the modern day, slashers don't really work. Like again, Michael Myers would not really work. Like people would just be TikToking Michael Myers and shit. You know? Or like what's his face? Leatherface? Sure, Leatherface is like pretty terrifying. But like again, like people are so unserious that they TikTok that shit. And then the other one, Jason. Just put that shit on Instagram Reels. Like there are many ways to solve for slashers in the modern days. Even fucking I almost said Freddie Mercury again. Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger. Okay, sure, he's like a demonic entity that haunts your sleep. But like, you know, just stay awake. Take a few Zins. Have some caffeine pills. Literally have someone you trust watch you while you sleep and then wake you up. Because like that's the other thing with like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. The people who are haunted by Freddy, I almost said Freddie Mercury, Freddy Krueger, they always ask help from their friends who are so ass at like watching them sleep. Like their buddy literally goes to sleep. Like, dude, you had one job, just watch over me. The Xenobites though, from like what's it called? Shit, I forgot. The Xenobites, can't really stop those motherfuckers though. Those are the quote unquote slashers you can't stop. But everyone else, Mike Myers, pfft, easy. Not the actor Michael Myers, the Halloween killer, not the actor Mike Myers. Okay, I shouldn't fill in my inventory so much because I don't want to throw all this shit in the floor, and we need to sell this in the morning. Okay. Alright, I think we're gonna keep this stream relatively short, to be honest. So let's hit the Radio Tai show, and I'm gonna keep the beating whatever characters. The thing is though, I'm not confident in my abilities to beat Jason or Mike Myers. I'm just saying that there are ways to prevent him from killing you, or prevent them from like killing other people. You know what I mean? Like to make the other people aware, to essentially stop them. Because I think like it was in, I want to say it was in Halloween 3 or 4 where like the whole town knows about Mike Myers, and the moment he comes by, they start a mob. They literally start a mob to hunt him down. Like, I could literally start a group chat, and like Mike Myers is back. Oh shit, he's back. Got the guns. Like, it'll be fine. Because the thing about slashers is they work because you're isolated. But like with a fucking iPhone, shit, I can just FaceTime somebody. Oh, it's Isabel today. Maybe I should do these stretches in real life. Nah. Anchovy. Focus, anchovy. I never really know if Anchovy's focusing. His eyes are just like dead. The Exorcist though, like Pazuzu and demons, they would still work. It would be hard to stop them even in the modern age. It would be hard to stop the demons. You know what? Sadako. The movies probably, like the newer movies probably solved this. But like with Sadako, she comes out of a screen, right? Can she like come out of my phone and shit like that? And honestly, here's the other thing though. If you know Sadako's coming for you, and even if you're scared as shit, and your fight and flight is like on, I feel like your fight would kick in a little bit, and like you should be able to at least like do like a Muay Thai teep on Sadako and beat the shit out of her before she like uses her powers on you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you should be able to put up a fight. What's she weigh? 110 pounds? Potentially less because she looks malnourished. And then just like, bam! You know? Kick to the diaphragm, right hook, left uppercut, fucking choke slam, Undertaker style, send her back to the well, send her back to this well over here. I feel like with Sadako, okay, she will kill you with her psychic powers. No questions asked. But if she's like normal person height or even smaller, any reasonable individual who is like slightly trained can potentially beat that bitch up. Oh, sorry. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Or like the Grudge, the Onryo Grudge. She's like crawling on all fours. I feel like I could just, you know, sack her kick before she uses her like psychic powers. I feel like, you know what I mean? If you know she's coming for you, fuck it, throw some hands. You know what I mean? Like, there's like it's not like they literally take human form. And again, they're potentially only 110 pounds. You know, just wail on her until like again she will get you. She will like do like the ring eye, and like you're dead. But like don't make it easy for her. Now again, I do understand that I'm literally just repeating the joke from Scary Movie 3 where Brenda fights Sadako, but Brenda had a point. Like, it's literally just one like girl who's like a ghost demon thing who takes human form. Brenda whoop her ass. Now Brenda lost because like Sadako used her psychic powers, and for some reason Sadako knew kung fu. But like, put up a fight. The Grudge, the Ring, they ain't shit. The Onryos. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You guys know I'm right. You can throw hands at Sadako for at least a little bit before she gets your ass with her psychic powers. You know I'm right on that. There is no way that any adult, right? Unless if you're like maybe 4 foot and then, you know, you weigh less than Sadako. But if you're like, you know, if you got a little training, a little strength in you, curb stomp the bitch. Alright. Before I start sounding too misogynistic, sorry. I think we're gonna call it for today, ladies and gents. A little short 2-hour stream for today. We will be back tomorrow. I promise I won't talk about beating the bitch up. I'm sorry. Yeah. I will be back tomorrow with Animal Crossing in the daytime and then a little bit of Pokemon in the evening. But yeah, hopefully, knock on wood, nothing, no more exciting things happen to Mr. Deeps. But yeah, thank you for dropping by, everybody who came by over at the YouTube side. Leave a like, subscribe, and over at the Twitch side, definitely drop a follow. And to everybody, what was that? What's my intro? And to everybody, see. And to everybody, tell your friends about me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Have a wonderful rest of your wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And remember, if you're ever faced with the Grudge or the Ring, Sadako or Kiriko or whatever the Onryo was called in the Grudge, fight back. Just throw some hands. Their psychic powers will get you, but your hands will reach them first. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Ha-bam.